Hi, I'm Ralph Pearce. I'm a local history author, and today I'd like to share with you a story about our local Japanese American baseball team that took place just outside of Japantown in 1935. It was sometime around 1912 that a baseball team was formed in San Jose's Japantown. They took the name Asahi, which is Japanese for morning sun. With transitions from Issei to Nisei, from pre-war to internment, and then to a post-war team, this dominant Northern California baseball team played through 1961. Of all the victories and of all the championships, there is one game that stands out above the rest. That was the game against the Tokyo Giants on March 27th, 1935. The Tokyo Giants were originally formed in 1934. The team was created from Japan's best ball players in order to compete against Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and their American All-Star team. Following Babe Ruth's visit to Japan, the team reformed and toured the United States the following year in order to promote the formation of a professional Japanese baseball league. The Tokyo Giants were given their name by San Francisco's legendary Lefty O'Doul, who is sometimes referred to as the father of professional baseball in Japan. When the team arrived in San Jose in March of 1935, they were scheduled to play against San Jose's Asahi. The Tokyo Giants stayed at the De Anza Hotel on Santa Clara Street, and on Sunday, March 27th, they drove out to Asahi Field, which was located near the corner of North 7th and Younger Streets, just north of Japantown. Now, the Asahi appreciated the importance of this game, and I remember former player Sumito Horio telling about helping their pitcher, Russell Hinaga, prepare for the game. Well, the game turned out to be a low-scoring pitching duel between Russell and Tokyo's legendary Russian pitcher, Victor Starffin. With his catcher Frank Shiraki and some outstanding fielding, Russell held Tokyo to 2 runs going into the bottom of the 9th. Joe Gio had driven in a run for San Jose in the 3rd, but they now needed another just to stay in the game. The Asahi's Kai Miyamoto opened with a single. After Adrian Onitsuka walked and Mooney Keto was hit by a pitch, the bases were suddenly loaded, with Kai Miyamoto's tying run on 3rd base. Harry Kanemoto then came up to bat with instructions to bunt Miyamoto home, but he missed all 3 tries. The Asahi caught a break though, as the Giants catcher missed the ball on the final strike and Miyamoto was able to steal home, which tied the game 2-2. So with 1 away, And Adrian Onitsuka's winning run, now on third base, the next batter was the catcher, Frank Shiraki. Frank was a strong hitter, and the crowd was hopeful that he would drive in the winning run. But that wasn't to be, however, as Starffin recorded his 13th strikeout for the day. Frank's mother and sister were in the stands, and Frank remembers their reaction to some of the rude Japanese insults yelled at him when he struck out. Now with 2 out and the score tied, Russell Hinaga came to bat. Now Russell was not only a pitcher, but he was the smallest member of the team, and he hadn't gotten a hit in his 3 previous at-bats. The feeling in the crowd at that point was that Tokyo would end the inning with the score tied, then come back and win the game in the extra inning. The first pitch to Russell was a fastball, a clean strike across the plate. The second pitch was a ball. Preparing for the third pitch, Russell choked up on the bat, and as the pitch came across the plate, another fastball, Russell swung hard. He swung and he connected, knocking the ball past second base and bringing Adrian Onitsuka in for the winning run. And the fans went crazy. They poured out onto the field in wild celebration and surrounding the team and praising Russell as their hero. I'll never forget the day I got a call from Ralph Horio. Ralph's father and uncle were the primary sponsors of the Asahi team. Ralph told me that he just found a baseball tucked away in his closet, and reading to me what was written on the ball over the phone, he said it said, "Last ball, 3-2, March 27th, 1935. It was signed by Russell, Frank, Victor Starffin, and several other Tokyo Giants players. So Ralph had found the actual ball that Russell had hit to win the game. I took the ball over to Frank Shiraki so he could see it. It was so amazing to see him standing there holding the ball again 70 years later. That historic ball is now on display at the Japanese American Museum of San Jose. Following the game in San Jose, the Tokyo Giants continued their tour of the United States, competing in 110 games, winning 75 of them with 1 tie. Only 2 Nisei teams managed to beat them during that tour, the Los Angeles Nippon and the San Jose Asahi.